Alrighty, folks. Well, I don't know how many times we have to say it, but, we'll say it all the time because we get more information, once again, validating, vindicating what we've been saying. So here we go. If you didn't know that, this Tim Tebow clown circus is all about making money, well, here's more proof for you. So the Jaguars are continuing their commitment to revitalize downtown Jacksonville, unveiling new plans today for their sports performance center and hotel/commercial development that includes a 4-season hotel. Oh, you need money? You need money to build all this? Oh, go get Tim Tebow. Let's have the five highest selling items on NFLshop.com. How do we do that? We bring in Tim Tebow because everybody loves to waste their money on Tebow merchandise for some reason. I don't get it. I have spent $0 on Tim Tebow memorabilia, merchandise, anything. I've spent $0. So I don't get it. But, NFLshop.com. Men's jerseys, women's jerseys, kids' jerseys. Y'all are painting your kids in Tebow jerseys. You should be ashamed of yourselves. Those kids are not going to grow up right, and it's all on your head. This is looking real nice. Downtown Jacksonville kind of sports performance center. We're having hotels. Look at these designs. This is costing money, folks. Money. Look at this. Looking real solid out here. So, once again, folks, it's only publicity. Maybe even the Urban Meyer hire is pure publicity to sell tickets. A high-profile coach. Yeah, let's get him in here. He's probably not going to work. But if he does, all right, that's good. And if he doesn't, we already made the money. So we don't care. We're just trying to go after the sports performance center and hotel/commercial development that includes a 4-seasons hotel. So the Tebow signing is all about the money. The AEW wrestling event that was fighting on the field and in Urban Meyer's offense, that's all for the money, and potentially even Urban Meyer hire was for the money as well. So I'm sorry, Jacksonville, we can't buy you as serious contenders this year because everything is just about making money, getting more elaborate downtown sports performance centers. So it's unfortunate. We're all about winning here on the show and high levels of competition, and everything the Jaguars have been doing is low level, not even competition. They've got no competition in mind. They've got zero competition in mind. They're all about the brand, the money. So I can't get behind it. Tebow's a clown. Tebow's a puppet. We've all known this. It's unfortunate, but that's the truth because we get stories like this coming out every day that just shows it's all about the money for Jacksonville, and I just can't get behind it. If I was, if I was doing a business show, yes, I would get behind it. Yes, but that's not what we do here at Takes by Fans. I want to see you win. Have a legacy. Win a Super Bowl. Be the team. Be the new Patriots that everybody's talking about for 20 years. 20 years. Instead of signing Tim Tebow for the money. Damn. Unfortunate. But the Jaguars, they're the 32nd team. They're our 32nd team. We'll talk about them if they're good. If they're not good, we're still gonna trash on them and bring all these stories up in the from the offseason to the regular season and be like, yeah, we told you. They're not about winning. They're not about winning, folks. So that's the Jaguars. And another team, hang on, let me go to this story now. We'll skip the next story for now, but let's go to this story about another team that's truly not even close about winning because they hired Dan Campbell as their head coach. The Lions are not serious about winning in serious high level of competitions either because we get another Dan Campbell story being absolutely wild. So here we go. Lions head coach Dan Campbell showed up to his press conference this morning wearing a racing helmet. Dan Campbell had been selected as the Grand Marshal for the Detroit Grand Prix on June 12th. So he goes in the press conference wearing the helmet. And I don't have confirmation on this, but he wore this the entire press conference, folks. He was muffled. He's like, I'm glad to be here. I'm fired up for the Grand Prix, and we're gonna get it done, and we're all about winning here, and I'm gonna get this team ready to rock because I'm a race car driver, and I'm gonna be the Grand Marshal for the Detroit Grand Prix.
Yes, sir, the Lions Super Bowl champions.
And the reporter's like, what the hell did you just say, dude? We can't understand you. Please take off the helmet. And then Dan Campbell's like,
I'm not taking off the helmet. The helmet's me, and it brings motivation to the squad. If I can't handle it, I'm going to wear this helmet 24/7.
And the reporter's like, dude, please take off the helmet. We surely cannot understand what you say.
And I'm not going to take off the helmet. We're winning the Super Bowl this year, and you can't tell me otherwise. I've got the helmet. I'm the Grand Marshal. You're going to disrespect the Grand Marshal here. We're ready to rock and roll and draw to victory.
And the reporter's like, all right, we're out of here. We're not going to deal with this anymore. And then the room's empty and Dan Campbell is still screaming nonsensical that nobody can understand. So, Folks, what are we here to win, or are we here to put on a clown show, folks? Because I want to see you win. And if I was a fan of these teams, I would be absolutely demoralized. I'd be like, this is my head coach. He's got a racing helmet on? The hell's going on? And you know this man wore it in practice as well, going around the field, talking to Jared Goff, be like,
yo, Jared, you ready to rock? You ready to rock this? Oh, that was a good ball. That was a good ball, Jared Goff, yeah. Jared Goff, yes. Can I see? Yes, good block, good block.
And everyone's like, yo, Dan, we truly cannot understand what you say. You need to take this helmet off. And you know he just didn't for the entire day, bruh. So we got clowns in Jacksonville, we got clowns in Detroit, and Detroit. I guess I don't even know. I don't even know how I have to rank these teams. I guess I do Detroit number 31 just because they had Jared Goff, a decently proven quarterback over Trevor Lawrence, who's probably going to be pretty solid in year one, but. Yeah, I guess I would put Detroit at 31 and the Jaguars at 32 for, the worst teams in the league so far. But man, oh man, what are we doing? And I'm all about, having fun and this and that. Like I said, the quads, do the quad thing. That's fun because, you see that you're working on your actual ability. I mean, you use your quads in football. So yeah, go ahead and market the quads. I don't want to see you wearing a helmet. I don't want to see you signing Tim Tebow. I don't want to see you on television in a wrestling event handing footballs to, I believe that was Chris Jericho. I think that's who it was. I don't want to see you handing Chris Jericho footballs to throw at another wrestler in the oldest laptop. that was the funniest part of the entire thing. Urban Meyer hands over this 1980s laptop, obvious prop. You couldn't expense a little bit more. Once again, the Jaguars saving money. They're like, oh, we need a prop. Get the 1980 Dell laptop that's down in the basement. Get that. You could have made it a little bit more, modern, So that's what we've got. That's what we've got here, folks. We've got clowns at the top of these organizations, and I don't know. But let's go to a new head coach because this man does it right. This is what we're talking about. This is how you coach. This is how you lead to win. This is what we're talking about. So, Bruce Arians, every time we hear Bruce Arians' story, we're loving him more and more and more. And it's the same here with this story. Bruce Arians asked Tom Brady to scout wide receivers ahead of the 2021 draft. Fantastic! Getting input from everybody. We all know the minorities that are on this coaching staff. Taking all their opinions and using it to win the Super Bowl. Fantastic. Getting input from your players that are actually the ones performing on the field. Fantastic. So the fact that Bruce Arians asked Tom Brady to scout wide receivers ahead of the 2021 draft. Hey, Tom, which quarterbacks which wide receivers do you like? Who do you want to throw to? Are you like this guy? All right, we can maybe get behind him. What did you like about him? Oh yeah, we had that too. Okay. All right, thanks, Tom. Thanks for your input. We'll see. We're not gonna 100% blindly follow you, but we're gonna definitely take that input and kind of weigh it heavy. It's not guaranteed that we're definitely gonna choose that player, but thanks for that input. And then Tom Brady's like, damn, they asked me about my opinion. This is how, relationships should be going in professional sports and just kind of just business in general. Getting input from everybody. Nobody knows everything. Nobody's decision is 1,000% right 100% of the time. You need input, different experiences, different kind of anecdotes from everybody, different angles. Oh, you saw that? I saw this. Did you see that too? Well, I did see that, but I really thought this was better because of this. And they're like, oh, yeah, now that I see this, comparing it to my original, okay, yeah, I can see. Oh. And then, you get somebody else involved, be like, all right, what are you seeing here? And they're like, yeah, I saw that and that, but did y'all just see this? And then it's like, oh, wow, mind blown. We never saw that. We never thought of it. We never looked at it from that angle. Okay, now all of our inputs collectively coming together, we can make the best decision for the team. And that's exactly what Bruce Arians is doing on this Bucs team, and they won a Super Bowl, folks. They're not bringing in Tim Tebow for the money in the circus. They're not asking for lions at practice. They're not wearing race car helmets on the field or in press conferences. No, they're having real discussions, real intellectual discussions, scouting discussions from everybody involved on the team. So, give respect to Bruce Arians here. Absolutely magnificent out here. I love it. Man, oh man, Bruce Arians, do I call him my favorite coach in the NFL? Potentially. I like Andy Reid a lot. I like, the Dolphins head coach. I think he's a great kind of head coach. I love what he does. Brian Flores. And I'm loving Bruce Arians here. So, love it. Now, let's get into this article very quickly. Just kind of want to bring up this one quote. So here we go. So this is a quote of Bruce Arians telling Tom Brady. Quote, look at these receivers and see if there's anything you like, and I will critique your ability to critique receivers. So once again, we're not taking 100% input from what you say, but we are going to kind of take your kind of evaluation, your critiques, what you like, and then, we'll see what we see, in the coaching staff and the wide receiver kind of coach and the quarterback coach and all that, and seeing if they line up, they match up, and we're just using that collective input to make the right decision. So, asked by Rich Eisen how Brady did in his evaluations, and Arians replied saying, quote, he did great. There were certain things he likes. He likes really good, big, fast receivers. So you get an input on what Tom Brady likes, maybe tweak or modify the offense around that a little bit, try to go after these receivers a little bit. So the Bucs ended up taking a wide receiver in this year's draft. They took him 4th round, Jalen Darden. Now we heard that Tom Brady likes, what's the actual quote here? Really good, big, fast wide receivers. Now, Jalen Darden's not the biggest. He's only 5'8", but, a fast, he's a slot wide receiver. They've already got the big weapon in Mike Evans. You don't need another. I mean, obviously, you can always use another one, but, yeah, you like big wide receivers. All right, you got your big one, but here's this fast one. So, once again, using that input here, you don't know everything. No, I don't even know. Well, I wouldn't. Maybe I do. But, getting that input from everybody, nobody knows everything at the top, folks. You have to have these other angles to view things, these other experiences. And Bruce Arians is doing that to a mother-loving T, folks, and we're all about it. And that's why we have these 3 stories right in a row, folks, because these are clear differences between teams that are absolutely trash. Jaguars just drafted 1st overall. Lions have been trash forever, and the Bucs have just won a Super Bowl. So there is clear night and day differences, folks. We are not saying this for no reason. We are not kind of crazy for saying this or thinking this. This is what's happening. We get garbage coaches that don't know how to coach and putting on publicity stunts to try to motivate a team, and one coach that is actually getting into the nitty-gritty on what it means to be a good coach and to assemble a good team that really kind of values and revolves around the actual team and the players on the team itself. So I don't know why everybody's praising the Jags and praising the Lions. Let's praise the actual good coaches, the great teams. Damn, they just won a Super Bowl, folks. Come on. Woo! Fired up, man. Fired up. I love seeing great coaching, man. And that's great coaching right there. Bruce Arians, fantastic. Can't wait to root for the Bucks. I told y'all we're going to be Bucks fans this season, and every time Bruce Arians' story comes out, I'm this much closer to buying the Bucks kind of 3-print canvas and a Bucks flag. I am this close, folks. Bruce Arians, I freaking love him. Love him.